Welcome, everybody. This is the Just Keep Reaching Show, where we are helping you fulfill your full potential in life and in business by sharing stories, tips, and experiences from those who just keep reaching. My name is Joe Rosner, and each week I will bring you incredible guests in order to show you that we all come from different places, but to fulfill our full potential, we must just keep reaching. Welcome everybody to the Just Keep Reaching Show. My name is Joe Rosner and I'm your host, and I am looking forward to bringing you incredible guests and some of the personal stories from them and myself as my journey continues to just keep reaching every single day. I wanted to fill you guys in a little bit on this first episode and let you guys know what just keep reaching means to me and a little bit about my backstory and why it's so important for me, right? So just keep reaching in general, it means to just keep reaching in all areas of your life, whether it's financial, whether it's business, whether it's with your wife, your kids, right? Your work, your personal development, your fitness, your health, right? All of those areas, you need to just keep reaching. And that's like, no matter what life throws at your way, you can always overcome it. You can always move forward and you can always do more and get past those setbacks that life decides to throw us sometimes. So it means to just keep reaching no matter what life throws your way in every single area that you potentially can. So that way you can live your full potential each day of your life. Now, growing up, I had kind of a rough growing up, right? I was physically and mentally abused as a child. Put into foster care for 4 years. I was adopted, grew up in a small town, on a farm in the middle northeastern side of Wisconsin. And it wasn't an easy way, but it taught me a lot of things. It taught me to work hard and to be thankful for what you have and to keep reaching, for more, no matter what. If you can do one thing one day, you can do more the next day. And that's how I started to live my life, right? Going from there, graduating high school, I never really liked school. I was trying to do everything I possibly could to not go to school. I had multiple different jobs, sometimes two jobs at a time, while in high school, just so that way I didn't necessarily have to go. Got into trouble just like a lot of young kids do at that age. And I decided to enlist into the Marine Corps so that way I could give back to everybody who gave me a second chance at life. And that was a huge feat for me, being away at a young age after, graduating high school, going into the Marine Corps, and then, being on deployments. It taught me so much. It taught me to just keep reaching. It taught me to improvise, adapt, and overcome in all areas of your life. It taught me that you should never settle for average, that you should never settle for less when there's always more. You can help more people. You can do more things. You can accomplish more things in your life, right? So, being on deployments, I was in the Marine Corps for about 4 years, and being on deployments, I lived out, in California for about, I want to say in between 6 and 8 years. And, I got out of the Marine Corps, went to college, like, a lot of people say you should do, and go to college. And I started working with nonprofit organizations. And that was one of the most rewarding and fulfilling things that I could have ever done in my life. But the truth is that was one of those things that really opened my eyes to what I was really wanting to do in the world. I want to help people. I want to give back. I want to give more to people every single day. And the only way that I can do that is by just keep reaching every single day. We can help a few people, but why not help millions? Why not help billions of people in the world when you have the potential, when you know that every day you can do more, you can get better, you can create, you can help, you can network, you can connect, right? So, going through, getting out of the Marine Corps, going to college, doing the nonprofit stuff. I got into sales, supplement sales, became management at, a couple different supplement companies, and moved back to the Midwest, doing supplement sales. And that's where I met my wife, Kelly, and extremely grateful for her. She's literally my rock. And the thing is it's so crazy because, when you least expect it, you find the person that you want in your overall life. And that was there in the gym when I met her, and we started dating. We ended up getting married. I was doing personal training for a company where we created so much growth for this company. And helping more and more people every single day, transform their lives, whether it's, lose, 100 pounds, lose, a little bit better relationship with nutrition. I was a PT manager, growing a massive team, helping more and more people every single day. So it was very rewarding seeing the results that people were getting, and helping out a company grow and expand as well at the same time. But the best thing was, is I was doing it with my best friend. She's been by my side the whole time. And as we started going, we wanted to have a family. We wanted to have kids. Well, we had trouble, having kids for a couple of years. So we ended up doing the IVF process, and ended up with triplets. Yeah, I know. So incredible. Ended up with triplets. It was a blessing to us, but also it was a lot of unknown. We were entering into that scary situation of, holy cow, what do we expect? And everybody around us was like, oh my God, you're having triplets. That's going to be so hard. It's going to cost this. It's going to do this. It's, all of these things. And we were like, it's such a blessing, and it's such a great thing for us, because that's what we really want, is a big family, and we wanted to have kids of our own, and we were able to do that. So we're extremely grateful for that. But at the same time, I've reached my full potential at the company that I was with, and as far as growth, and I wanted more. I knew that I was capable of more. I knew I was able to help more people, and I wasn't able to do it there. So I had left. And at that same time, my son, he was born with SVT, so a heart condition. And, there are some things that set back. We ended up being in massive financial debt. And, it set us back. And being a new father, my triplets, they were only a few months old at the time. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm a brand new father. I'm a husband. I'm supposed to support my family. I'm supposed to provide the things that they need. And here I am, no job, massive amounts of debt, and basically kind of, starting all over and losing everything we have, and growing forward. What am I supposed to do? And then I just remember, just keep reaching, just keep reaching. You've been adopted. You were abused when you were a child. You were in the Marine Corps. You were deployed. You had, you help other people. You need to just keep reaching forward in your life. And that's one of the things that, really opened my eyes. And, I was really good at working. I was really good at sales. I was really good at helping people transform their overall health and wellness. I was really good at creating systems and processes. And I said, you know what, I'm going to implement that. And that's when I started, our consulting business, Just Keep Reaching Coaching and Consulting. And moving that basically from nothing, no money, nowhere to really go, to, where we are today, extremely blessed and extremely grateful. But that was a journey too. That wasn't something that was an easy accomplishment, because you always have these limiting fears and these limiting beliefs of things that you were taught when you were a child, around money and around success and around different things that kind of can limit you from moving forward because of the way you look at those things. Like, I was brought up, money doesn't grow on trees, don't work your life away, like different things like that. And, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer type mentality. And that kind of held me back for a little bit. It kind of held me back from, really reaching who I wanted to be, but also as many people as I potentially could to help. And with overcoming those obstacles and thinking that I have to not focus on that, and I need to focus on two things, because those are the things that I have that nobody can ever take away from me. And that's my heart, and that's my time. Nobody can ever take my time, and nobody can ever take my heart. So I'm going to lead from the heart, and I'm going to give my time. And that's when I really started to blow up our consulting business. We were in multiple different gyms, increasing their overall revenue, training trainers in, helping them grow, massively. And the thing is I didn't even realize it at the time, because I was so focused on momentum. I was so focused on, what do I need to do today? Who can I help today? Who can I walk in and change their life? Who can I walk in and give a lesson to, right? It was all of these things that I just kept reaching every single day. And then, as we started moving, we lived in 3 different states at this time, working in different facilities, helping different people out, different training teams, and with profits and sales and systems and processes and the whole 9 yards, you name it, we were doing it. And it was a journey, because my kids were so young, and my wife, she was there right beside me the whole time, but I knew it wasn't easy for her. I knew that it couldn't be easy. And I knew that in my life, my overall life, I just kept reaching to get to where we are today. Now we have a beautiful home. Our kids, are growing up. They're almost 3, by the way. I can't even just, it's crazy how fast they're growing. At the same time, how tall and how big and how like adult they look. It's a great feeling. But the best part about this is I never stopped. We never stopped going through it. We never stopped pushing and trying to help more people. And along that journey, my kids and my wife were right there. So I was able to experience those moments. I was able to experience that time, and we were able to do this together. And, now our journey continues on with where we're going. We have multiple different things going on within our business, within our life. The kids are doing gymnastics. It's absolutely amazing and incredible. So I just want you guys to know, just keep reaching means no matter how hard or no matter how difficult you have it right now, you can always make it better. You can always move forward as long as you just keep reaching. Don't allow yourself to focus on those thoughts. Don't allow yourself to focus on the things that are going to limit you. Instead, focus on the things that are always going to move you forward in growth, in helping more people. And if you can remember the two things that really stuck out to me is, in my life was, nobody can ever take your heart and nobody can ever take your time. And if you just keep reaching and you try to serve and help more people every day, and you try to progress and you do more than you did the day before, you won't have to worry about anything in your life. You'll always move forward and you'll make a difference, and you'll create your own legacy for yourself, your family, as you continuously move forward. So just keep reaching every single day. Thank you for listening. That's my story. Grew up not like a lot of people may think, and here I am today, moving forward, successful, loving life, and it all worked out. We always get through the hard times, and so can you. So just keep reaching, and thank you again for listening.